EnterpriseWizard's graphical workflow editor makes setting up business processes intuitive. Unlike Visio, EnterpriseWizard workflow doesn't just represent what should happen, but what does happen, ensuring that alerts, validations, and interactions occur at the right time and exactly as dictated by your business requirements. The workflow editor gives administrators a visual overview of how records move through a process. Each box represents a possible record state, while the arrows represent possible state changes. Add new states simply by typing their names in the box above the workspace. New state boxes will appear, and you can use them with the other states immediately. The triangle symbol below a state box indicates that users can delete records that are in this state. Conversely, an icon above a box means users can create new records using the status. These icons represent the entry and exit points from your workflow. The real power of the system is in the automatic actions you define to occur during state changes. These actions and guards are abbreviated as small lettered symbols. The best part of the graphical workflow editor is that it's dynamic. You can literally drag and drop your process to your desired configuration. Click and drag from the border of one state to the border of another state to automatically create an allowable state transition. Move the states and the arrows around your workspace to create a visually appealing workflow for presentation and ease of maintenance. You can set up a workflow to do whatever you like by selecting from predefined actions or by creating new actions directly from your browser, all without writing a line of code. Here we'll add an email notification to our new transition. In the Action window, we can create new actions or select from the list of existing actions. When we click Finish, any selected actions are applied to the transition. When you finish editing your workflow, you'll be given the opportunity to allow user groups to see or even override actions and guards when changing record status. Staff see workflow states through the statuses of individual records and interact with workflow by moving records from state to state. This user can see and optionally override the workflow actions for this status change. This feature allows staff to make judgment calls as to whether an automated action is necessary in a specific case, or at least remind them of what actions will be executed if they make a particular change to the record. The system applies your changes in the workflow editor immediately after you click Finish. We saw this travel request record approved by the manager, but the submitter has now asked to cancel the trip. In the Status field, we can see that we can select our new state, Travel Canceled. We can also see the email action that we just added to the transition in the workflow editor. Combined with business rules for additional forms of automation, the graphical workflow editor allows you to create a diagram of your processes that is literally interpreted by the system. Where else can you find a workflow that directly realizes your intentions?